Hello, fellow Homo sapiens, members of the genus Homo, great apes of all sorts of, kinds and likeness and, so on and so forth. It is I, the Esquilax, and I am here to lead the people of Munster in a conquest of the ages. Um, and yeah, so pretty much we're just going to continue our gameplay as Munster. One of the fun things I must admit about playing EU4, again, is just seeing all of the stuff that I guess happens, right? Because sometimes there's things that are just sort of unprecedented, I suppose, right? That you wouldn't necessarily expect that would happen, right? And it's just sort of fun to see which nations go dwarf, which nations, who gobbles up who, and, so on and so forth, and that sort of thing. So, yeah, I don't know. It's one of the things that I really enjoy. Um, and yeah, and each playthrough is technically different. So I was thinking about it, and we're in a pretty interesting situation. Our score isn't moving at all, which which is unfortunate, of course. But I suppose that does happen. Missionary strength. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I don't particularly care about that too terribly much. Westphalia we do care a little bit more about though. So Hanover would be much easier for us to make, but we'll see if that comes to pass. We'd have to get in good terms with Brunswick. Well, we'd have to ruin our relationship with Brunswick, actually. And yeah, so I suppose we continue from where we left off. And France is at war of Savoy and Provence. And France is winning. France is doing very good. Provence, Fiera, and Savoy. So Fiera is like over here, I think. Ignore them. We could ignore them because we could just go ahead and boost our stability. Easy as can be, no problems, no worries. I'm gonna leave. I decided, because we're playing a little bit more of a longer game, I decided to leave my vassals sort of as they are for the time being, because I still have use of them. And then also because I'm hoping that Utrecht, because it's Dutch, that they could go ahead and try to, sort of, when the Netherlands does fire, they don't sort of come and try and backstab me or whatever. But we'll definitely try and maintain our holdings over the Dutch territories as long as we possibly can. We are trying to culture convert them into Westphalian, which is very important, because when the Dutch begin to revolt, we definitely don't want them. Like, this isn't going to be Dutch anymore, and so because it's not going to be Dutch, it's not going to be a revolting sort of thing. So we won't have to worry about it. Converted religion. Okay. We're gonna have to start looking at the religion tab as well. And so right now is the best time to convert religion, is when, to convert culture when the religion's the same. So we'll see. Believe me, we're trying to get this process as, wrapped up and done as fast as possible, but we'll see. Let's see. Alliance of Bremen and Cologne. Oh yeah, I noticed that we pretty much have influence over these three states right here, because they're pretty much blocked off from the rest of mainland Europe by us. France went to a peace treaty. Yeah, France pieced out, I guess, and they wiped out Provence from the game. They full annexed all of Provence, with the help of the Papal States. And Fiera became significantly smaller. Yeah, and the Ottomans are at war with Venice, the Knights, and France now, so we'll see. It's a good time for Austria to go to war with Venice if they wanted to. They could regain some lost territories. if they wanted to. I don't think they will, but they could if they wanted to make it happen. Okay. Okay. I mean, we just lose 10 administrative power and we lose 6 ducats. It's not the worst. Mm. Reformed Goliath infantry. Been exchange. Again, this is it's really easy because we have so much um, of the other thing. It's really easy for us to just go ahead and kind of like not worry too much about um, stability. Typically, we're able to deal with it. Yeah, Nuremberg is growing actually at a relatively alarming rate. Um, Brunswick, for some reason, dislikes us even more than what they did before, if that is possible. But oh, okay. Hey, I just noticed something. Let's let's definitely capitalize on this. Um, let's build a spy network and try and capitalize on this, and then Pomerania are pretty cool with us. Trying to see. We could probably ally with Pomerania. Pomerania might be a good ally for us to have. I'm thinking, because if we become allies of Pomerania, it would just be a good alliance, I think, to have and sort of maintain. Um, it wouldn't be like amazingly amazing, but I think it would be a good alliance to have and maintain. Currently, right now, there is a call to crusade against Catholics all over the world are encouraged to attack the Ottomans in the name of our Lord. The crusade will last until so and so time. So we could go to war with the Ottomans. We'd lose, but we could go to war with them. But yeah, we could do that. Okay. I just think it's a good relationship to have and maintain, um, and sort of foster that relationship. Hopefully, um, and kind of grow it, and then I won't. We won't become allies with them, but we'll try to foster up good relations with some of these people. Um, because we don't want the people around us to hate us. You know, we want them to like us. Oh my gosh, Lithuania is like the Teutonic Order is being completely pushed back. For those of you who aren't familiar with the history of the Teutonic Order, the history of the Teutonic Order is actually pretty interesting because I think the Teutonic Order are basically an order of Teutonic knights. The Teutonic Order is essentially a it's a crusader state, right? Um, in essence, and they were basically sent over here into this area, um, near the, I don't know, what is this, the Balkans, to pretty much the Baltic, yeah, pretty much over here to go ahead and kind of conquer and convert the people that were more or less pagans. You know, they weren't Catholic, they weren't Christian. Basically, conquer the land and convert them and make the people, Christian and Catholic. And so, well, Catholic. I mean, Catholic and Christian are one and the same. Um, but, you know, so anyway, so that's pretty much what happened. And Austria got a province over here. So that's pretty much what happened. And then there were, during like the Protestant Reformation and stuff, there were like a series of conflicts and whatnot, and then ultimately, like Martin Luther sort of like helped to intercede, and the leader of the Teutonic Order took the title of like Duke, and then basically the state of the Teutonic Order ended up becoming, I think, like the Kingdom of Prussia, and so that's where Prussia began, basically from the Teutonic Order, and then Prussia ended up forming with Germany. So the Kingdom of Prussia ended up becoming sort of like a kingdom within the unified German Empire, which was, I suppose, like disestablished. I mean, this happened after a while, of course, right? Like Prussia was its own independent country for a long, long, long time after the Protestant Reformation, after Martin Luther, but eventually it became part of the German Empire, and then eventually it ceased to exist after essentially World War II. I mean World War One. We could declare war on them, and I kind of want to. At the same time, what's this? This loyalist states the nobility. Okay, let's see. Call diet. Don't really know what to do. Let it be for now, and hopefully things don't get worse. That's pretty much what we have to do. Let's see. The Ottomans are still at war, I think, with France. And the Knights. Yes, they are. Okay. So France is growing strong. And we need to find some way to check that, quite honestly. Recall diplomat. What we're going to do is we're going to begin, we're going to try and trade. So, yeah. Brabant declared war on. Okay, that's. I mean, Glee's kind of getting like messed up from like every single side imaginable. But okay. Mecklenburg. We could declare war on Brabant if we wanted to, but they're allied of Burgundy, which is the problem. No, because you hate us. We'll actually build a spy network here. And then we'll see. We'll see. We can't declare war on them as part of like a crusade. Like we can't go on crusade. Can we go on crusade? Come on. Let us go on crusade. I mean, not that I would want to though, of course, mind you. I wouldn't want to. We have one cardinal. That's actually a pretty good ruler, not gonna lie. It's really good, actually. Because I want to improve my relations with my neighbors. I don't want my neighbors to be mad at me, you know, or upset. I want them to be on good terms. But Ogdenburg's gotta go though, and they're allied with Burgundy. Pomerania is at war now with Hamburg and Bremen. So I'm guessing Hamburg decided to do some crazy stuff, and then we'll build a spy network then, because Bremen's about to become very, very, very weak. And then we could get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. Clone's at war. Everyone's at war. Everyone, absolutely everyone's at war. We're pretty much like the only one of our neighbors that aren't at war. I mean, obviously Oldenburg's not at war, but like Brabant's at war, Cleves is at war, Guillory is at war, Clone's at war, Brunswick is at war, Lunenburg is at war, Hamburg's at war, Deathmarshen's at war. Everyone's at war. Literally everyone's at war. And we're just this small, Holland's not at war, but we're like this small like little enclave over here of like people who aren't at war, who aren't trying to fight and make things, you know, bad. Oof, England would go to war against us. We don't want that. We definitely don't want that. They're still at war, and okay, they declared they have a truce with the Ottoman Empire. I think they did a white peace. I want to say they did a white peace, which is kind of insane. This might be the first game that like I'll be playing with this game where like the Ottoman Empire isn't just steamrolling through people. Most of the time they steamroll, but I guess this time I don't know what's going on. But the Ottoman Empire just isn't really doing much. And look at the Dalmatian coast right here, the Balkans. This is the Baltic Sea. Yeah, no, I'm telling you that this is gonna be a thing right here, between Austria, between well, anyway, I think this is gonna be a thing between these two countries, between Poland. If this becomes a Commonwealth, right, the Commonwealth against the Ottomans, this is gonna be a thing. I'm serious. How badly is Brunswick getting messed up right now? Is Burgundy at war? No, Burgundy's not at war. Okay, no, Brunswick is, Denmark went to war with, which doesn't bode well for us necessarily, because that means, I'm surprised Deathmartian aren't falling back to defend, because they could probably win if they defended. If they did, They probably won't. No, there was a piece. Okay. Interesting, interesting. So clone is growing once more. Full annexation? Whoa. Yeah, they don't exist anymore. Fine. Wow, and look at the Imperial Authority. It just came crumbling down. I'll go for all the other things, but there's some things we won't go for. Hopefully Lubeck don't take too much stuff. And leave something for us. So, but we'll see. Okay. Uh, well, what do we want? Death Martian or Hamburg? Oh, we definitely want Hamburg. Yeah. And the fun thing is that we're still making money even though we're at war. So no, we waited. We definitely waited for them to we will take our chances. Cardinal across the board. Sometimes we have the chance to set something into motion without seeming to have done anything. One such chance has arrived recently when a cardinal living on the soil of one of our neighbors admitted to be an agent from Munster that he would consider moving across the border to support us in the Korea for a price. While this may be tempting, there may be a greater price to pay for take advantage of this, the wrath of the country he deserts. I mean, see, I think that was the right decision, because we are allies with them. So, I think fundamentally speaking, right, like, it's not like an awful thing. You know what I mean? It's not, because we are allies. You know, it'd be easy. It's easy enough for us to just sort of be like, oh, okay. I'm not gonna call Clone into war because we quite frankly don't need to. I just want more coastal territories is pretty much what I want. I don't really want more coastal territories, actually. That's kind of a lie. Uh-huh. Okay, this might be problematic slightly, but I think we'll get this down though. I think we will. Yeah, and then we'll move on. And we could probably full annex them too, like legitimately. I mean, not that I would want to. There would be nothing. There'd be nothing left. That would effectively end Hamburg as a country. And we don't want, believe me, we don't want Death Martian to actually return. Nope. We're gonna start coring it. There's nothing Austria could do, unfortunately, about this. We're gonna be one of many. But yeah, there's nothing Austria can do. Oh, you know what we should do now? Because we have multiple forts, let's mothball. And then we'll see what happens with Brunswick. We'll be in a position to invade Hanover should should the situation arise. Hmm. Interesting. How much? 140. So I'm just thinking. Guaranteeing the independence of Hungary. Whoa. Augsburg. Augsburg's like in the center. I mean, we could, and it'd probably be easy because I don't think Brunswick even has a military anymore. I mean, all things considered, I mean they're bankrupt. Yeah, they only have 1,000 in total. Like it'd be a really easy conquest. I mean, honestly, like if there was a definition for a smash and grab in this game, doing what we would be doing right now would be a smash and grab. The Teutonic Order. Poland. Okay, so Poland's going to war, and then they're bringing in all their allies. I see. Okay, let's okay, now we're really going to have to start having to maintain keeping an eye on our rebels. But yes, we are growing. I wanted to be allies with Brunswick because I thought we could become good friends, but they decided that they didn't want to be allies with us. But they're transferring their trade power to us, which is good because that's going to make them um, poorer. So, for lack of a better word, they're going to become more poor. Yes, absolutely. Could do this. What's our mercantilism right now? Our mercantilism should be decent. Um, where is it? War reparations, spoils of war, subsidies, harbor fees, vassals, tariffs, gold, production. Well, no, we'll continue with the mercantilism strategy. I think we could become allies with them because so long as they don't go to war with like Bohemia, then I don't see why not. You know. Hmm. Can we afford that right now? I don't know if we can. What we can afford is we can afford it. We can afford an advisor for sure. Just getting a good one that would help. Okay. They must be right. Yeah, sure. They must be right. I don't even know where we are. Oh, we have 5% of trade power here. We could increase that. Um, it's just to be honest, like the way we've sort of like been expanding hasn't necessarily been the most strategic. It's been more at least in terms of trade, it's been more opportunistic, right? You know, it's sort of like, oh, is there an opportunity for us to sort of expand into this area because of, you know, like the political situation, what's been happening? Yes, there is, right? So it's just really one of those kinds of things. Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, normally by now the Ottomans are going to war with the Mamluks, and they're just having at it. And right now, that's just it's not happening. You know, Lithuania just grew some. Okay, and Poland grew a little bit more. Oh, almost forgot about this. Okay, harsh treatment. Some of these we could affect change on. There's others we just can't affect change on at all. So okay, hold on. I'm gonna save real quick. Save game. So politically, right now, what I'm thinking of is, um, so we're still allies of Bremen. I gotta keep that in mind. So we're allies of Bremen, and Cologne, and Pomerania. Um, and I'm thinking we want to annex these people soon, but I don't want to annex them now because it's just the thing is that, you know, I don't want to have two vassals because we have two vassals and it's just it's not a bad thing. It's an okay thing. It's just that, you know, it takes one of our diplomatic relations out away, you know, and I just, you know, there isn't really a good way for us to get more diplomatic relations, so we kind of need them to um, you know, work with us a little bit. Oh, Pomerania is okay. So we could, in theory, if Burgundy ever goes to war, which they're not, but if they do, but Burgundian inheritance hasn't even fired yet. Like, there's just a lot of things that just haven't happened, and it's just kind of, honestly, a little bit strange. We constitute in an ever-growing portion of the Holy Roman Empire. Believe it or not, we do. We do. So again, it's another sort of waiting situation here. I might have to prepare some soldiers and send them over here to Utrecht, because it seems like there might be a rebellion brewing. Um, it's a little bit unfortunate, but you know, it is as it is what is happening. No. I was gonna do something right now. I was going to. Let's try it. Let's see what we could build. I think we're okay. Hold on. Let's think about this for a moment. Okay, the price of these things are going up, which is always good. That probably wasn't the best what we just did right now. Okay, but let's taxation. But what if we did instead of taxation? What if we did production? Munster Eu plus 24. Yeah. Hey, you know, that's the way things work sometimes. Well, I don't really know what the best course of action would be with some of these military units. I just sort of go with what seems right at the time. Finally. Okay, I know. Let me think. Because I value all of my alliances. I do. I really do. I don't think Utrecht is as important, to be honest. Like, I seriously think Pomerania is more important. I mean, Frisia is more important to keep. So we're going to have to something with someone, which reminds me. Okay, no, they handled it pretty well. I'm just thinking. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking Bremen actually isn't as important. Because Bremen's just allied with... I mean, Bremen honestly is essentially our vassal already. If I'm being honest. Okay. Yeah, I don't care. If Bremen wants to break our alliance, I'm fine with that. I'll let them do it. I won't do it, but okay, that's fine. Um, oh, whoa, what? Why is there a statue broken down? I mean, Bremen, essentially, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of our puppet state anyway. Because they're pretty much in our sphere of influence, and they can't really. I mean, they can make alliances with whoever they want, obviously, but they're really within our sphere of influence. So we'll probably go to war with them next, and that will be our next sort of campaign of aggressive expansion. And the Ottomans are still like not even being very aggressive. I'm very disappointed, because that's one of the joys, is just seeing what the Ottomans do, seeing what kind of crazy shenanigans they sort of come up with. Okay, let's sit back and think about it for a little bit. Who can we try to improve diplomatic relations with now? People who don't like us would probably be the best thing to do. Especially if they are large. Everyone declared. Two people declared war on Brunswick at the same time. No, but what about our thing with the thing? What about our transferring of trade power? One of our main objectives, legitimately, is going to be to make sure that yeah, influential power holder is to make sure Cologne does not unify into one state, that its territories remain, scattered. So yeah, another good leader. Um, yeah, but so far so good though. So far so good. I don't suspect. Oh, actually, we shouldn't have done that. We should not have done that. We should have done this instead. And they're not separatists, they're just peasants. So it's not as bad. It's not so bad. Oh my gosh. We like actually lost, but our our vassals won it for us though, even though we lost. So we could declare war on Brunswick if we wish. It's a little bit humiliating, I'm not gonna lie. But hey. As the smaller nations begin to sort of lose territory and begin to be like gobbled up by the larger nations, um, I think you're going to start seeing a lot less. Oh, let's deal with these separatists. I think you're going to start seeing a lot less sort of like I don't know. You're going to be seeing a lot less wars happen. think Lundberg needs to be cut down to size. I don't know what anyone else thinks, but that's what I think. Saxony's become a country again. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. I'm not too concerned. Because I would like to cut Lubeck down to size. It just kind of needs to happen, honestly. Okay, there's some issues going on in this game now. Okay, think. We could afford mercenaries, and that won't be a problem. I think we should do it. And the reason why I say we should do it is because I think if you look at everything, What is this? Lüneburg? That's not a country anymore. 10,000 total. And then bring in Hesse. 8,000. I think we could do it. What's their military technology at? Military technology is at 11. Ours is at 10. No, wait, okay, never mind. That was administrative. Okay, that's oh, jeez. Okay, we're really lucky that that they came in and saved us from that. Brunswick became a country. Okay, so Brunswick became a country, and then someone declared war on Brunswick the moment that they became a country. Saxony declared, okay. Hey, I mean, this is what happens, man, with these wars. I don't think anyone really knows why they think they could fight us, but they do. Oh yes, please. I do not care. Brunswick became an independent country, and then they got annexed again. Oh my gosh, guys, chill with Brunswick. Gosh, they became an independent country. Next thing you know, people are like, nope, we're gonna conquer you. So, no, I just saw them like, I was like, they're definitely like doing way too much, and I just can't allow them to do like what they're doing because they're just fighting too much. You know what I mean? Wait, Austria accepted a military alliance with England? Whoa, that's big. That's big. That's big. That's really big. Actually, that's really big. Oh, hey, and look what happened. Austria actually lost their war against Venice, and Venice took more territory. Austria is weak, dude. I'm telling you, Austria is weak. Like, if you're hoping for a strong emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, no, Austria is weak, man. Austria is weak. Hey, look at that. Yay, peace. Peace in our time, dude. Peace in our time. And we've separated their provinces. Barely. But yeah, so we cut them down to size cuz like I said, I was looking at them and I was like, dude, honestly, they're like way too strong right now. Way too strong. The only bad thing is now we share a border with Bohemia. But that's okay. I think that's okay. But look at this peace deal, though. Look at this peace deal. Lüneburg will cede Lüneburg and Braunschweig to Munster. Hesse will cede Nassau to Cologne. Lüneburg will transfer 50% of its trade power to Munster in trade nodes where they both have power. This will remain active for the duration of the truce. Lüneburg will pay 28 ducats to Munster. Will result in 0% inflation. Blah 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 blah. Peace, whatever. Cost. Yeah. So, I mean, hey, it's pretty good. Now let's get out of here and, I don't know, find a fort and stay in it. Seriously. Actually, you guys go to Groningen. That's where we're safest because we could trust in some of these allies over here. We'll rival Savoy because Savoy is... Okay, now that that's taken care of. Yeah. And then forts. We could mothball them for whatever it's worth. And so we grow larger and larger. And we could form Hanover. Actually, yeah, we could form Hanover. Um, we just need to leave the HRE first. Yeah, in like literally the course of a few years, we pretty much Lundberg just kind of like collapsed and stopped being a thing, which is cool. We completely like achieved our objective, which was essentially to um our objective was just to basically make Lundberg as weak as possible, and we did. I mean, they're not completely weak; they're still relatively powerful, but you know, it's like, look at this. Now they're getting involved in wars. They were growing and growing and growing, expanding and expanding, and just now, you know, that's not happening anymore. We've really checked what they had going on. Maybe we shouldn't be making cores right now, actually, now that I think about it. Because we don't... There's a looming disaster. That I completely forgot about. Okay, so the disaster came, but it's okay. Or it's not the worst thing ever. Oh, okay, hey. Look, Oldenburg broke one of their alliances. Oldenburg. I will now consider these territories as the core of our great empire. The core. And Lundberg no longer exists. Okay, I mean, did it backfire? No, because I mean, we did make Lundberg weak. It's just we made them maybe so weak that now they just don't exist anymore, so we're not getting trade power from them. But it's okay. At the end of the day, it's okay. Oh, and they reinstated this country. You know what that means? quickly build a spy network before they become allies with anyone. Yeah, okay. Oh wait, no, we could just go to war with them right now, actually. And take it. I mean, we could if we wanted to. It's just a question of, do we want to take it? Is it worth going into another war over another small province? Personally, I don't see why not. Like, I don't. They don't have any allies with anyone. Um, the only bad thing is their technology is better than ours. Like it is. Because we're spending so much on. But okay, hold on. Let's see if they have an actual military. Because if they don't, no, they don't. Okay. I'm gonna save before we go to war because I don't know why, but for one reason or another I have a bad feeling about this. But hey, look, someone decided to make them independent and didn't do anything else. They literally just made them independent. They're like, hey, we're going to create an independent country and have completely, like, not even think about the repercussions, the possible repercussions. Like, what? You know, like, I don't know, man. We're not even going to think about the fact that, like, they're super weak and they could just be an easy target for other countries. That's what's happened. Finally, the Ottomans are at war again. Yay. We might have to declare war on Saxony, I'm not going to lie. I mean, if Saxony is going to continue to hate us, if they're just going to continue to hate us, we might have to declare war on them. The Holy Roman Emperor, we don't care. We don't care. We don't care. The Holy Roman Emperor is too weak. He's too weak. Trust me, I know some of the things I'm doing aren't optimal. I know that. I can imagine them in Vienna being like, my emperor, the Prince Bishop of Munster has conquered another province. They're like, what? Yes, they are expanding at an alarming rate, my liege. And yeah, like, we are becoming an expansionist empire, okay? I have no problems with that, you know what I mean? I have no problems with that. We expand, because we have to. If we want France to like us, we have to expand. And it's as simple as that. Okay, good. Although citizens are encouraged to show trust and good faith in their exchanges, the reality in many nations is that it's a risk people cannot afford to make. This, however, is not the case in Munster. We have successfully stamped out corruption on so many levels in society. People not only trust officials to do their job without the extra help of a bribe, but they also trust each other more in general exchanges. This general belief in honesty of others is the very thread from which the fabric of society is woven, and our country is a shining example of it. Munster gets honest administrators until September 17th, 1554. So for 10 years, we will have honest administrators. Very good. And state maintenance is decreased by 10, which means more money in our pockets. I didn't notice this country was growing at such an alarming rate too. Like they've been growing. Dude, I don't know what I'm telling you, this game is weird. Like, this is not a normal game of EU4. Okay? This game is weird, it's strange, it's not normal. Nothing that I've seen is normal. Like, there just isn't anything normal about this game. It's very weird. We started as these three nations here, these three provinces, and we've grown to. We haven't full I mean, okay, no, we've full annexed one, but that doesn't count because it just doesn't count. I don't care what you say, it doesn't count. France is at war with Milan and Austria. Excellent. Dude, I'm telling you, it's a weird game, man. It's a weird game. When Hungary is literally when the independence of Hungary is being guaranteed by the Ottomans, it's a weird game. Okay? And then we shall do production. It's about trade and commerce, guys. It's about trade and commerce. What do you mean he died too soon without being able to accomplish anything of note? He accomplished so much. He helped us conquer the Lundberg. And everyone hates us for it. Ah, yes, another war. Whoa, 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 what's going on? Oh, but we will not, however, be aiding in this war. Our vassals could go ahead and aid if they want to, but we won't. We're just here as like obligation to keep face, you know, that sort of thing. The nice thing about having vassals is you could just go ahead and have the vassals go out and essentially do your bidding and not have to worry about anything else. Okay, this mine's 2-star general though could be problematic, especially if they head up here. Okay. I was about to have to take action. I was like, whoa. Whoa, guys, no, don't. I'm not. Whatever. I hope someone in here has a general, because I know I don't. Well, I mean, yeah, Legion's gonna be allies of anyone. Austria's gonna be allies of anyone. Look at Austria. Look at them. They're being completely, like, just punked around. Venice is growing. I mean, honestly, Venice should just dissolve the HRE now. Okay, no, they shouldn't. Because I still want to have the protection of being in the HRE. But it's a joke now, the HRE is. It's a joke. They're at war with Spain. Hopefully Spain loses. I would like to see France, you know, encroach further into this area. Hopefully this isn't a humiliating defeat. We'll see. No, it's not. But it was kind of close though. Now, let's go back to doing nothing. Now that we defeated their armies. And you know what? We can do this too. Because I don't suspect we're going to be on the defense, like, at all. Oh, they didn't even annex this A. They literally did nothing. Okay. We failed in our stated goal to prevent Clone from uniting into one country. We failed. But that's okay. That's okay. But I think I'm probably gonna stop now though. I've been, I think, streaming for a little bit. And for some reason my neck is getting a little bit of fatigue. Like sort of around my chin area. So I want to like stop for a little bit and maybe continue tomorrow or something. I don't know. We'll see. I think we know and we understand that the next war is probably going to be against Saxony. But and then pretty much like continue pushing further down south. Okay, that is not a good bishop. Countries that have not fully embraced printing press institution, well, okay. Yeah, but like I said, I think we know that the next battle is going to be over. It seems like most likely it's going to be over Saxony. We'll see. Hold on one second. if you looked at this map right now, you'd probably think we're surrounded by enemies, right? Like, you seriously probably would, because that's exactly what it looks like. Even though we're not surrounded by enemies. We're just, you know, trying to make the best of the situation that we're in. Brandenburg. Bavaria, Lubeck. Constantly having to deal with these. I mean, it's not as bad as what it could be, I guess, but I just wish they would be over with, you know. So I get humanist ideas. They're important, man. Finally. France is invading mainland Spain. Finally. Oh, yes, at last. At last, at last. Oh, yes, and at last the Ottomans are fighting against the Mamelukes. At last, at last, at last, at last, at last. Spain sent a gift to Cologne. What's Spain trying to do? Help, like, get Cologne to help? I don't know. All I know is that I really hope France takes some territory from Spain. I really hope they do. I'm talking about like mainland Spain here too. I'm not talking about like over here. Yeah. Well, interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So now might be a good time to attack Saxony. But Saxony is pretty... Never mind. I would like to, but Augsburg, what do you guys want? Okay. This is the tripartite alliance right here between Pomerania, Denmark, and Munster, where all of us are all allies with one another. Yeah, hey, I mean, you never know, man. You never know. It'd be a good. Brandenburg used to be our ally, but I think I think we all agree that they'd be better off uh, under our empire. So, hey guys, I'm actually gonna call it there. Um, I really appreciate you guys watching. I've had a lot of fun, but I'm just kind of getting a little bit tired, so I'm just gonna take a break, and then probably won't come back later on today. But hey, you know, at least we played, and hey, look at us now. We've grown and grown and grown and grown and grown, um, and hopefully we'll continue to do so. Uh, Still kind of crazy. But yeah, look, it's just kind of weird that Burgundy's forming like this border between us and the rest, like between France and the rest of the. Oh wow, look at France! Look at France. France took pretty much all of the Basque country. Um, and yeah, kind of cool. But they let them keep parts of Spain, so that's interesting. What a humiliation! If I were them, I'd be a little bit humiliated, to be honest. Um, but that's just me. I'd be like, well, you know. But yeah. So we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. And a lot of the smaller nations are gonna start going here pretty soon. Actually, I suspect. I mean, there's a few smaller nations, and we're kind of like insulating them from the rest of Europe. But you know, Hesse is not going to be around, I don't think, for too much longer. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, Munster, we're here, we're growing, we're expanding, you know, and we're going to continue to do so. You know, I don't know where we're going to expand into next, but wherever we can, we're going to do it. But we also have to sort of like, you know, cut that back a little bit more because we're running into a lot of issues with just rebels, and that's not good. So yeah, but anyway, whoa, no, not console commands. Okay, well, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around next time. Thanks, bye.